Oh my god, Kelsey, your wedding ring is so beautiful. Thank you. I'll tell you more about it next month for a video. Today I have my most recently finished sketchbook, but as you can tell, it took quite a while for this thing to get finished. This might be a long video. Go ahead, get a snack, get a drink. Maybe you could draw some stuff as well while we go through this and while I talk about all of my characters. Even though this is my most recently finished sketchbook that I filled up, that doesn't mean there's not cringe in it. So, buckle up. Would you believe that this is the third time I'm recording this? 'Cause sucks. Anyway, I hope you all are ready for this. Before I turn the page, content warning, cringe, okay? My Hero Academia cringe. I know. I never finished the series, but I mean, everyone else was making OCs, so I had to make some too. This is Kayumi. Her quirk or her power is like being part dragon. And obviously I took inspiration from like Kill la Kill and stuff, but she has like a tail and like a dragon arm. I really like her as a character. Don't know how I feel about my hero though anymore. So there's cringe aplenty here. And it doesn't stop. I will say there's a lot more My Hero Academia than I wish there was. Okay? This is Ari. I made Kayumi a friend because I was like, okay, well, I'm only drawing her, you know, might as well give her some friends. So this is Ari, and she's an ant girl. That's her power, is she has 4 arms and ant powers. These things she can use to, like, poison people, I believe. But she's super strong. These are her parents, and she has a sister, Hachi, who takes after her mother. If you don't watch My Hero Academia, I'm so sorry. She was like a big hero, called like Queen Bee or something like that, that her daughter got all of her powers from, and she kind of will replace her status as a hero. That's it. Some more drawings of them. I really love this little bee girl. Yeah. This is embarrassing because I think it looks really bad. But I'm gonna share it with you anyway. I didn't use a reference for that. Anyway, she's my D&D character. She's a human fighter, rune knight. But I did a whole video about her and my other character, Valak, which you will see a lot of because I love Valak. But I did a whole D&D video talking about their backstories, so I too long didn't watch TLDW. She's just a big himbo lesbian, basically. And here's a comic I did of her. This is very rare. I don't think I have like any comics in this, but I used to do a lot of them. So I'll just narrate this for you. William? William, what happened to your eye? Oh, I got it in school today. Unbelievable! What kind of school do they think they're running here? An adventuring one? Not on my watch. I'm gonna go give those teachers a piece of my mind. Now, who here is your teacher? The one with red hair. This comic is basically just build up so that I could show how hot Kosef is. That's all this is. Good. Anyway, this is Valak. At this time, I was still unsure about her design, which I have updated references for, but I'll show you those a little later. I didn't know about her outfit or her horn placement. As you can see, it's changed a lot, but her design is basically the same. I really like the silhouette of this. I don't know, I love like the asymmetry of having like one arm in a design, as you can tell. But I didn't keep that. Ooh, okay. I don't think I've ever talked about these guys yet. I was like, you know, after all my years of drawing since 2011, 2012, I have never once made, like, a zombie apocalypse kind of characters. And I have... Okay, this is cringe. All of this is cringe. Let me tell you about this cringe. I imagine their world in my head like it's a zombie apocalypse, like TV show or like cartoon. Shut up. Shut up, okay? I imagine that these guys would be in a show. I have no idea. I mean, it's a classic zombie story. There's a virus that breaks out. These guys are somehow grouped together. This is the zombie gang. I call them the zombie gang because there's... Because that's all I got. Terrible at world building. But this is Cambry and Harvey. They're twins. And this is Kurt and Valerie. This is more of Cambry and Harvey. And I feel like you can kind of tell their personalities, like shape language or all of that stuff. I hope you can tell like what kind of people these guys are. And then here's one for Kurt and Valerie. I like the face on this one, but not really this one. This is pretty gross. But I have a whole page coming up because I recorded this 3 times. I know I have another page going more into depth about like their characters and stuff, like a reference sheet. We'll get to that. There's so much D&D in this. Sorry guys, I'm a nerd like I wasn't before. Okay, I ran a campaign for my youngest sibling and their friends, and the whole, we only played it a couple times, but the whole story of it was like these guys ran an adventuring academy. These guys defeated their big bad and started an adventuring school. We have a bard, a spellcaster. I don't remember if she was a sorcerer or a wizard. But we got a fighter, barbarian, and a ranger. I just drew some more pictures of them. And these are some NPCs that I made. And this guy just sells pretzels. There was a trend on like TikTok where you drew your characters as 5 other races. So I drew Kosef as a tiefling, a dragonborn, a furbolg, a satyr, and a half-orc. Personally, I love the half-orc and the furbolg the most. And I kind of like the dragonborn as well, because I don't draw dragons, because I'm not that... Okay, well, I just drew a dragon. But, you know, I don't draw them regularly. Back to that D&D campaign that never finished. They didn't even get introduced to this guy. This is supposed to be what the big bad is. The idea was that these guys had this guy in the group, Thalavar, and while they were defeating their big bad, Thalavar sacrificed himself to save the world or something. Again, I did not flesh this out very well. But they defeated the big bad, but the big bad put their soul into his body. So, like, the twist, if they got to that point, was gonna be, oh my god, their old, like, adventuring partner is the bad guy now. But it's actually not. There's another twist. It's the bad guy in this guy's body. But we didn't play that much, so never got to that point. These are more NPCs. So this is this guy's son. He owns, like, the fishery or whatever. My players were tasked to find this guy. He was dead, but instead of taking his body home, they decided to scalp him? I don't know. But I wanted to bring him back. Obviously, I never did. I wanted to bring him back as like this hot zombie guy with a wig. He has new hair because they scalped him. I don't know why they did that. He was already dead. Here are some self-portraits I did. I think that was still 2021. So my self-portraits look very much like my YouTube persona. In my past designs, they have always been like very round, especially because of the glasses. Like the hair is very like round and soft. So I wanted to not do that and do something like really spiky and sharp. Got the sharp teeth. Got the I mean I have the pointy ears now, but a lot of you have questions about that. The only reason I do that is because it looks cool. Okay? Here are those guys again. The Adventuring Academy guys. More My Hero Academia. Trying to do a self-insert. This is cringe. Also, fully agree with that. These are my players from that campaign. This was my sister, and this is all of her friends. These are the characters they played. They all had like pretty cool character ideas and stuff. And I think they used like this character, they just took it and put it in one of their campaigns. Okay, more My Hero Academia, but it's my characters. I love that I made these three. I like that these two are sisters, and like them all together look like, kind of remind me of the Powerpuff Girls. I don't know. I just think they're neat. Would I draw them again? Yeah. Would I probably repurpose them as not My Hero Academia characters? Maybe one day. If you like My Hero Academia, I'm not making fun of you. I just grew up. I'm not a child anymore. No, it's fine. I just never finished it. It was a hyperfixation for a while, and then I got over it pretty quick. The reason I drew this guy is because I made 3 girls, and I am prone to making only girls. So I was trying to like make this poison guy because I really liked this guy that I drew, and I was like, oh, I'll make a character with like a gas mask or a plague mask, or make him some type of poison character. This is the only time that I drew them. I also did this like magician guy, where his power, his quirk is like illusion. As you can see, I'm very frustrated with designing these characters because I didn't have an idea in mind at first. I don't know if I could like, I don't know, they're just like very unfinished. If you want to steal the idea, go ahead. I am not using them. I tried to do like maybe cool outfit would like make me more inspired to draw them. That's it. These are the only pages of this guy you will ever see. Oh, but then I drew Kayumi when she was older because I was so sick of doing this shit. Part of her quirk is like she's part dragon. So as she gets older, more and more of her will become more dragon-like. Like the horns, the big wings back here. I imagine she would get wings as she gets older. But like, it's not just her arm anymore. Like her legs are covered in stuff. This is for that same campaign with my sister. I wanted to make them have like a rival group in the school. And this is that group. We got a monk, a warlock, a bard, and a barbarian. Very edgy, very slay. Oh, you guys are gonna love this page. This is Desmond and Bo. His name is Boy. I changed it to Bo because it sounds more like a person. Because I was recording this 2 previous times, I was like, you know, I only draw Desmond like once every year even. So I was drawing him more, and like, this looks better than what I did before. I need to draw him more. I know you guys love him. Here are some other old OCs. I don't know if you guys remember these. This is Sarah and Beth, and I did a dramatic comic with them on Instagram, like forever, like when I was first posting on Instagram. I made like a drama with these two. Hope to make a comic one day and then never finished. You guys know all of that. I felt like if I drew Desmond and Bo, then I would have to draw these two because they're just so iconic. Oh my god, that neck is so fucking long. More Sona drawings. I gave myself the pointy ears. Bruh. As you can see, a lot of my characters I do project myself onto. I was like, I really like this OC, so I should put all the characteristics of this OC into my Sona. The sharp hair, the pointy ears, the eyeliner, the sharp teeth. Like, the similarities are jarring. Ugh. Okay, I love these guys. Sorry. I just think it would be so cool for them to be in a show. A cartoon that's specifically for adults, but then they make all the characters in that cartoon from high school. Ugh, I hate that so much. How does a setting change from high school if you put them in college? Like, Literally, it can be the same thing, same dynamics in school and shit, but just, like, make them adults. It's not that fucking hard. This page, I also like to imagine that there would be a romance arc between these two. Like an enemies to lovers, because they do not get along very well, but then they would eventually break up. Here's more info dump on them as characters. Valerie was the oldest of 4, with her dad a writer and her mom a doctor. She always took care of her siblings, having to grow up at a young age. Even before the outbreak, because it's a zombie world, I assume there would be an outbreak. That's usually how those things go. Val was studying to become an RN, and she was on the right track too, but then, you know, zombies. Yeah, actually I don't know, because I only made these characters and I didn't do any world building yet. This is Cambry and Harvey. Cambry and Harvey are twins and are academically the opposite. Cam plays sports like softball and rugby, but Harvey has everything but sports as a hobby. He's also very smart, graduated valedictorian in high school. Favorite subjects are history, music, culinary, and theater. Because, I mean, look at this guy. Tell me he's not a theater kid. They're both 19 and go to Valley View University, which is where I like to imagine when the outbreak starts, they're all in the school. Maybe not in the same class, but like it happens while they're all at school and they all kind of have to find each other and figure out what's going on. Also, their parents, Sherry and Charlie. Sherry works at a juvenile correction center and Charlie is a mailman. And this is Kurt Hudson. Kurt's dad has a background in the military and his mom stays at home. He's an only child and loves hunting and stuff like that with his dad. He just barely started taking classes at Valley View, but is really only there because his parents want him to. He's 18. This is Katia, and Frankie. I like to think they know each other because of Kurt. Cambry and Harvey's mom and Kurt's mom. I didn't mention it, but you can see here there's like a big family tree. Oldest sister syndrome. Twins. These two of will they, won't they, and then they will, and then they won't anymore, probably. I just like, woo! I don't like this page because of what it looks like, basically. Rita and Rita. I put no ref here because I just started drawing and I didn't really have an idea on what to draw, and I was like, oh, I haven't drawn these two in a long time. Which if you don't know these two, they're just succubus ladies that I made with my friend Brennan. But their story has evolved since then. They're not just succubus, but they're also detectives. That's it. But they're sisters, and the whole thing was for them to be like opposites. Very sharp, very round. That kind of thing. More Ari, the ant girl. I was trying to figure out hero outfits that would make sense and also be very bug-like. I like the pointy boots that I added, but I also did their hero outfits, which this is like her mom's old one. This is more D&D. But I have to tell you, I did not understand the assignment. So we were supposed to make self-insert characters. We still do it on and off. Whenever we want to do a one-shot, we just use like our self-insert characters. And this was my self-insert character. That does not look like me at all. This is a war guy. This is a man. So I was like, oh, I got reincarnated and I was put into this guy's body because I wanted to be an ASMR paladin. Because if you remember, I never got to use this guy, Thalavar. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna put a filter on him and be this guy. I've changed it since then. If you guys follow my Instagram and stuff, I made a Garfield Sona instead, which is more on brand with me. But this is all of our friends as themselves, and then Joey and I, who did not get the memo. Joey played like a giant minotaur. But our friends play as our friends, and we played as these two other characters, and then after that we changed. It was very embarrassing for me, that first session. 2021 Inktober. Obviously, I've never finished a goddamn Inktober in my life, because some of the prompts are stupid, and then I don't want to do it anymore. The first one is Crystal. And this was an old Crystal Gem OC from Steven Universe I made. Her name is Yellow Barrel. I'm sure I've talked a bunch about her. She has a dead wife that's in a cluster. Whatever. Ooh, a suit with Desmond and Bo. You guys love that. You might recognize her from my D&D video. This is Kosif's ex-girlfriend slash boss. Her name is Captain Voss. Sia Voss? I don't know. We haven't encountered her again yet, but I hope to one day. Will it be hell for my character? Absolutely. Will it be fun for me? Yes. Tying the knot, we were engaged at this point. Tying the knot, a noose. It's funny. Ha 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 ha. Honestly, I love this Raven. Raven, Spirit, I did like a cheerleader, like Team Spirit. Get it? Fan and watch. Just some random people. More Valak, thank God. Sorry. At the moment of recording this, I'm very fixated on her. Dealing with more designs, her horns are not there anymore, but that looks pretty cute. This is some stuff from her backstory. If you've seen the D&D video, let me plug it in one more time. These two were childhood friends and then became criminals together. So this is her friend Liar, like the instrument Liar, but it's funny because they're criminals and his name is Liar. Ha 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 ha. So funny. Criminals when they were criminals. And then this is a hypothetical because this is like her updated design. Like if they met each other again. Guess what? They can't meet each other again yet because Liar's in f***ing prison. So this is the draw your character in 5 of the races I did. I like the Furbolg. Damn, I should probably play a Furbolg sometime. You know, do you know the Three Wolves Moon? That's what I think of when I see that. I'd like to think I did that on purpose, but who knows? Put this, I finished it like digitally because I put it in my D&D binder. Don't look at the cover. I actually got a new binder for my birthday, but this was her old thing. This is our whole group. A lot of my spells and stuff, but I like to have a drawing of her on the front, which I updated her outfit. She doesn't look like this anymore either. Here it is. But that's what I did. My printer only had blue ink, so it looks a little weird, but it was nice at the time. My style changed a lot, obviously. Looking back at this, I'm like, it didn't change that much. But then, these last few pages in here, which we have that much left. On the last pages of this, I can really tell how much my style changed. I don't know if you'd be able to tell, but I tell, and that's what matters most, is what I think. This is July in 2022. This is our self-inserts now. Now I played to, instead of that Aasimar Paladin, I asked you guys on Instagram what you would think I would be. And you guys said a Tabaxi Bard, but I never played a Bard. I like playing rogues, apparently. So I made myself a Tabaxi Rogue. And I was like, okay, well, if I'm a cat, I have to be Garfield. So this is my Garfield Sona, which is also in D&D. And then Joey is a half-orc. I don't remember if he's fighter, barbarian, or paladin. I think it's fighter, but I remember drawing this and being like, "Aw, now our D&D characters are married." Remember Stranger Things? Because I don't either. American Dad fan art. If you need to know anything about me, it's that I'm obsessed with American Dad, and it is one of my personality traits. Oh my god, another Inktober! Wow. That's what I did in a year. So proud of myself. Honestly. No, I'll be sarcastic. I think on this, I read off the prompt list, and I was like, I'm just gonna pick the prompts that I do like, and I'll just pick and choose what ones I do. I love this Smokey the Bear. Lumpy and Lewis and us getting married. Aww. The twins, Garfield, America furry propaganda, more Vita and Rita, and then this is Judah, He's also a detective, but instead of like a devil, he's an angel. Being original. I only started drawing this stuff just recently, so we're in the last frontier, guys. This is Tora and Leona. If you don't know, they're based off of Taurus and Leo because that's me and my husband's signs. I kind of wanted to do a video, and I know Lavender Town did one, where I make all of the zodiac signs like OCs like this. It's just an idea right now, but if you guys want me to make that into, because I would like to. Anyway, I did more of her outfit, more of Leona. I really like this one with her hair, because every time I draw her, I make her hair more and more kinky. I love this page. I mean, if I were to do this sketchbook tour like years from now, I probably would hate this page. No, I wouldn't, because it's Valak, so of course I would love it. This is stuff from her backstory. This was like when she was rich, and then this was when she was a criminal, and then this was when she was a criminal, and then this is when she got adopted by a halfling. These are, I don't know if I've formally introduced them. This is the party that I'm with all the time. This is Luke. He's a wild magic sorcerer. This is Pebble, our satyr druid. This is Chad, our barbarian and ranger. And then our warlock, pirate frog. Malvo, Chad, Pebble, Luke, and Valak. That's the Dad's Adventuring Academy is what they call themselves. But we don't remember what Dad stands for, so if you have any ideas, let me know, because all of us forgot, but then in character, we also don't know why we call ourselves that. I love how I drew her hair in all these. God damn! These are people from, this is her adoptive dad I said earlier. Like, I'm trying not to just, like, info dump all of my character stuff. I did do that on another video. Plug it in one more time. But this is her sister Hope, that's Liar, and Harem. In-game, I got new soul blades and jewelry from Cemetery, which was sourced ethically. Kosef and Valak together. So this is just a page about her remembering Liar and stuff. I gave him an eye patch in my video, which I hadn't done before while drawing him, but now he just always has an eye patch. And if you can't tell, she kind of has a crush on him. But this, I wanted to draw Kosef because I love her as well. Have you not been listening? Technically, these guys are in the same universe, so this interaction is plausible, but very unlikely. Aw, look at them. Look at them. They're so cute. If I was doing this, like, a couple years later, I'd probably be like, ew! But right now, I think they're neat. I like them a lot. I really hope Joey just doesn't kill him off. And Kosef in armor. My 3 D&D characters, Valak, Kosef, and my Garfield Sona. And then this, I copied this off of Pinterest. I mean, it's very blatant a copy. In my campaign, which I really want to do a video about, but it's gonna take like forever to do. Joey plays Castir, who is a Dragonborn, and I don't know how to draw Dragonborn. Dragonborn! And then the last page here, it was Luris's birthday, so I had to draw him. But I was also hanging out with my friends, Cohen, if you remember, and my rump. He's ugly. But that's the end of this page, which is, okay, I got married in this sketchbook, but like I only have like one drawing of Joey and I in here. It's so weird. I was just so busy, but I can talk more about that later in hopefully my next storytime video. We got married June 4th, 2022, so I had to put that in here along with Valak and Kosef because that's equally as important. But yeah, that's this whole sketchbook. I wish that I could show you more of it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed looking through this, even though it was mostly cringe. D&D and My Hero Academia and nothing much else, but I hope you had fun watching this. Hope it was a good time and you didn't cringe as much, because sharing an artist's sketchbook is just like reading someone's diary. Very intimate. very intimate. What the fuck am I doing? Can I just end the video? Thank you guys so much for watching. The next video I post will be about my wedding, because I know a lot of you guys will be talking about that. And hopefully I can share another one of these sketchbook tours with you soon. I think that's it for this video. Bye. Bye.
You good, Kevin? Bye.